Hi, dear students. We are solving 2016 paper 2 question paper, and this is its part 2. In the previous video, we have solved the first 14 questions. If you didn't see that, first see that, solve the first 14 questions, and then come and watch this video. So here we are going to start from question 15. Remember, this is paper 2, so be ready with your calculator for quick calculation. So question 15, simplify. So what is given? We need to simplify and write. It is t times t times t times t. So it is 4 times. We can simply write t power 4. That's it. Second question, 3r minus r square plus 5r plus 3r square. So here the basic thing you should know is x plus x square. We cannot add that ever, never ever, because this is different and this is different. Both looks x, but the power is totally different. We cannot add them never ever. So we should collect the like terms first. See, it's a 2 marks question. We must do it seriously. So collect the like terms 3r and plus 5r. Write them together. Then write rest of it. I'll choose positive first. Plus 3r square minus r square. What we did, we simply rearranged for easy calculation. Now 3r plus 5r, total 8r. Now from 3r square, like this, suppose you have 3r square. From that you minus r square. How many are remaining? 2. Or simply think 3 minus 1 is 2. So 2r square. So we can write the answer is 8r plus 2r square is the answer. We can never ever add them. Please don't think the answer is 10r or 10r square. Don't do that. Okay? If it's multiplication, we can do. Question 16. Check the correct statement about the number 6. 6 is a multiple of 12. Multiple of 12 means multiplication table of 12. 12 and then 24 and then 36 and then 48 and so on. Will 6 will ever come in this list? No. Now 6 is a factor of 18. Factor means you need to split 18. We can write it as 1 into 18. We can write it as 2 into 9. We can write it as 3 times 6. See, 6 is a factor of 18. Yes. Now, look at the question. It is telling us tick all the correct statements. So maybe more than one. Don't think that after getting one tick, okay, don't move to the next question. You can see it's a 2 marks question. Next, 6 is a prime factor of 30. Prime factor of 30 means we are doing factorization only using prime numbers. Okay, like this. But we can think 6 is not a prime number. So 6 is a prime factor, that will never happen. What coming here? Only prime numbers. So that is not correct. 6 is a common factor of 42 and 60. So you should know what is common factor. So we will find out all the factors of 42 and 60. 42, how we can write 42? 1 into 42. Okay, so 1 and 42 are factors. Now 2 times 21, so 2 and 21 are factors. Then 3 times 14, so 3 and 14 are factors. It's not in the table of 4, not in the table of 5. Then table of 6, 6 into 7 is 42, so 6 and 7, that's it. Now split 60, you know, 6 times 10 will come there, and so many other. What the question is asking, 6 is a common factor of 42 and 60? Yes, 6 is a common factor. Actually, without writing all the list also, we can simply think. But I just showed this because during exam, the question will be given in another way. So you should know how to find out common factors. That's why I show this. Next one. 6 is the highest common factor of 24 and 36. So 24 and 36. Find out the HCF. So you try to put the highest number over here, or we will see. Okay. Can you one second? Okay. Here you should think what highest number you can put here. Okay, 2 is possible here, right? We can divide both numbers with 2. We can divide both numbers with 3. Is there any other number we can do? Can we do both with 4? Yes. If we do with 4, we will get 6 fours are 24 and 9 fours are 36. Possible. What are we looking for is what is the highest one. Okay, I will do with 2 first. So 12 will come here and 18 will come here. Try again. Okay. 6 twos are 12, 9 twos are 18. Both are multiples of 3, so I can do with 3. Now 2 threes are 6 and 3 threes are 9. So we are done. Now we cannot choose any common number here, so we are done. Now, what is highest common factor? This all together makes the highest common factor. 2 multiply 2 multiply 3. 2 twos are 4, 4 threes are 12 is the highest common factor, not 6. So this is wrong. Okay? See one thing, in a 2 marks question, how many topics the question is covering? You should be good at all these topics. I will just write and show you what are the topics here. So the first topic, it is asking about multiples. You should know what are multiples. Multiplication tables basically. You should know about factors. Factor means we are splitting the numbers. You should know about prime numbers. Prime factors. Okay? And then the last one, common factor and highest common factor, which is called HCF. Make sure you know all these basic math concepts. Moving to the next question. The diagram shows a triangular prism. Draw accurately a net of this prism. We have learned about net. Net means an open, like an open. If we open the shape, how it looks like, that's net. Now, see, a part is given here. We need to continue that. So, what is given? It is written in the question. The base is given. Now, look at the triangular prism. What is the base? The base means what is done. This triangle. This triangle is drawn here. Now look at the picture very carefully. It is 2 centimeter and the shortest one. This is 2 centimeter. So they consider these two as one and this as another one. And that's how this makes two. That's the trick in while drawing. You be very careful. Now what about the length? It is given 3 centimeter. We'll see. Okay, this makes one, and this makes two, and this makes three. Okay, now we have to continue others. Okay, fine. So what will come here? One and half. We need one and half. So this is one and a half, one and half. Now we need to draw this side. That's given, you see, 2 and 2.5. So this is one and this is two and then a half. Two and half. And then close it. Now we need the triangular part. So 2 is here and then the other side is 1.5. So this is 1 and then a half. So total 1.5. Connect here. Do the same. This is 1 and down half and then connect it. It looks simple, but the trick is this is not 1. When we are combining 2, it is 1 here. And that's why the base was already given there. By seeing that, we should understand what they took as length, how many squares they took as length. Accordingly, we need to draw. Simply drawing a net is simple, but we need to make sure that the measurements what is given we are following accordingly. Otherwise, the topic is easy. Okay. Now, Sandra takes an 80-mile train journey from Wellington to Palmerston North. Change this distance to kilometer. So basically what we have to do, 80 miles equal to dash kilometer. For that we should know 1 mile is how much kilometer. Okay. So we usually do for meter, centimeter, kilometer, milliliter, everything. We never seen mile, right? So you should know that. So 1 mile, please note this down in the book. 1 mile equal to 1.6 kilometer. If you don't know, please note it down. So 80 mile equal to, how we will find out? Multiply them. 80 multiply 1.6. It's paper 2 exam, so you can use calculator. 80 multiply 1.6 is 128.7 kilometer. Okay, actually it is not exactly 1.6, there is more number, it's actually 1.60934 kilometer, but as here it is 0, we normally say 1 mile means 1.6 kilometer, so that much you remember at least. Okay, and that's a 1 mark question, unit conversion. Question 19. Write as a single fraction its addition and subtraction of fraction, and it is luckily the denominator is already same, so we no need to do anything. Just take over with the numerators. 2 plus 7 minus 1 with a common denominator x. 2 plus 7 is 9. 9 minus 1 is 8, so the answer is 8 over x. Next question. 1 over 2 plus t over m. Here the denominator is not same. So we have to do some things here, and that's why it's a 2 marks question. How to make the denominator same? The easy idea is multiply this whole fraction with this m. Okay? And multiply this whole fraction with this 2 so that the denominators will be same. So I will write and show 1 by 2, the first fraction, multiply with m, plus t by m, multiply the whole fraction with 2. We'll see what we will get. 1 multiply m is m, divide by 2m, plus t multiply 2, we cannot multiply, just simply write 2t by 2m. Now you see the denominators are same. Take over with the numerators. M plus 2t divided by 2m. We cannot add them. This is m and this is t. We cannot add them. So just leave the answer like that. So please make sure you know the basic concept that first make the denominator same before doing addition or subtraction. Addition and subtraction. Question 20. Gemma can pay for a book in dollars or in euros. See the book, if she is buying using dollars, it costs $8.10. If she is buying in euros, she has to pay 5.70 euros. Now, Gemma wants to pay the lowest amount for the book. The exchange rate for $1 is 0.72. Suppose we are in Oman. Okay, I will tell you my example. See, I am from India. So the currency we are using in India is rupees. Okay, but I am in Oman right now, right? So for a book, if I know in Oman it is 8 riyal, but in Indian rupee the book cost only 5 rupees. So 5 rupees is very less for me. So I am choosing the less currency, means I am choosing the less value, like that. Okay, here two currencies are given, dollar and euro, and they both are not same. $1 means it is only 0.72 euros, so dollar is high here. Now work out which currency Gamma should use. She need to buy using dollars or she need to buy using euros? We need to find out. So we need to calculate how much is 8 point, how much is this one. Okay, anyway, dollar is 8.10. Now in euro, how much it is? $1. No. We will convert both to euros. So the second one is already given in euros. We will find out what is the first one. $1 equal to 0.72 euro. So $8.10 equal to how much euros? What we need to do? Multiply 8.10. And when you multiply, you will be getting 5.832 euros. Now what's more? 5.70 euro or 5.832 euro? This is more. So she can buy it in euros. So what we did is here just make both in the same unit. You remember, if one, for example, in finding area of rectangle, length is given in meter, breadth is given in centimeter, what we will do, we will make both in one unit, either meter or either centimeter. Then we will find out the area. It's a similar case. To find out which has more value or which has less value, either you write both amount in dollars or you write both amount in euros and then compare. Okay, and the exchange rate is given, so it's simple work, and you can use calculator also. Question number 21. Here is a relationship involving powers of 7. 7 power x times 7 power y equal to 7 power 8. We have learned this in indices chapter. X and y are positive whole numbers each greater than 1. So this clue is given so that we should not take negative numbers for x and y. That's why this is specifically written. It is greater than 1. They are positive numbers. Don't choose any negative numbers. Now, write down one possible pair of values for x and y. So this, in this equation, x and y can take so many values. You take any one possible pair. For example, I can say x is 5 and y is 3. That both together makes 8, right? Or I can say both are 4. Or we can say this is 1 and this is 7, right? We can say so many pairs. Write any one pair of answers. So I will write here, okay, x is 1 and y is 7. We can write any answer for this. What we should know here, the laws of indices. A to the power m times a to the power n equals a to the power m plus n. If it is multiplication, we are adding the powers. We should know that basic rule to do this one. Question B. Here is another relationship involving power of 5. See, it's division. 5 power m divided by 5 power n equal to 5 power 4. M and N are positive whole numbers. Again, the clue is given so that we should not choose any negative number. Write down one possible pair of values. You know, if it is division, the power we use to subtract. So the answer should be 4. So it can be 9 minus 5 equal to 4, or it can be 8 minus 4 equal to 4. It can be any pairs. So I will write here 9 and 5. We can write any pairs. So what's the basic rule here? A to the power m divided by a to the power n equal to a to the power m minus n, which means in division we subtract the powers. Remember that basic rule. Question number 22. This table shows the mass of a child at different ages. Mass means weight. So at 5 years, remember, like when you were 5 years old, your weight was 18.3 kg. When you were 6 years, so you are growing and weight also increasing, you are 20.3 kg. When you are 7 years, 22.6 kg. This is your weight, suppose. What's the question? From age 8 to 9, the child mass increased by 12%. So calculate the mass at age. See, this increased. Here also the mass increased. Here also the mass increased. Now here it is telling it increased by 12%. Then we find out what will be the mass over there. Okay. There is an equation for percentage increase. Recently we have learned percentage profit, percentage loss, and all similar case. Percentage increase, they both are same. Percentage increase, percentage profit, they both are same. Now in exam, if the question is percentage decrease, it's equivalent to percentage loss. Now how will we find that? So I will write it here. Okay. Sorry, there was some interruption. Now it's given the mass increased by 12%, right? Okay. There is another way. No need to think about this. I was just thinking there is another easier way than using this. So forget this one. So what is given here? 25.3 was the final mass, was the final weight. That increased by 12 percentage. So we can find what is 12% of 25.3. Okay, 12% increased of which number of this 25.3? How we will not do this? 12% write as a fraction of becomes multiplication of 25.3. Then you can use calculator. What is 12% of 25.3? That is 3.036. So this much weight increased. First it was 25.3 at the age of 8, then this much weight increased. You can add them to see what is the weight now, which is 28.336. Okay, if I confused you in the beginning, I'm sorry. That is also a way, that is the real equation, but there is an easy way. That's why I changed the method. What is given? This weight 25.3 increased by 12%. So first we are finding what is this 12% of this number. We are getting this. So that much the weight increased. So this number plus the weight increased. We are adding. We will get the weight of 9 when the child is 9 years old. Next one. Calculate the percentage increase in mass from age 5 to age 8. Okay. So from, you can see the table. From 5 to 8, so much change happened in the age. Write that as a percentage increase. Here we can use what I said here, the equation, percentage of profit, percentage of increase. Okay, we have learned, or I will give you the equation for how to do this one. Percentage increase means how much increased, like how much profit happened, how much increased, divided by what was the original number. At age 5, what was the original number? 18.3. Original number times 100. Okay. I don't know whether you learned this equation, but you learned percentage profit equation. What was that? The profit means how much increased, divide by the cost price, the original price, times 100. If you compare both equations, they both gives the same inner meaning. Now, look here. How much increased? 18.3 become 25.3. So subtract them to see how much the weight increased. 7 kg change happened. What was the original weight in the beginning? 18.3 as per the data. So, increased weight divided by the original weight times 100 is the equation for percentage increase. And the answer is 38.25%. Check with your calculator. So note down this equation for percentage increase and note down one more equation. What if the question is asking for percentage decrease? We can make it similar only, but write it as a separate equation. Percentage decrease equal to how much decreased, how much loss happened, how much decreased divided by what was the original number times 100. Write both these equations and study. Next question. 40 children are in a running club. They run a 400-meter race in April and again in May. Their running times are shown in frequency diagram. Suppose it is about our class 8B. 40 children are there. Suppose we are having a 40-meter running race. We are conducting it in April and we are conducting it in July also. Look at the graph. What's given in x axis? It's the time. And the frequency means number. It's a number. For example, this means 60 seconds. So in 60 seconds, four students completed the race in just 60 seconds. Now this is 85. Okay, 80 to 85. Within 80 to 85 seconds, how many students completed? 6 students completed. Like that, before reading the question, first you should have a look at the graph, so it will be easy to answer. Now, put a ring. See, it's just a one mark question. Put a ring around the month in which the children run the race more quickly. So, more quickly they finished the race, more quickly they run. In which month? Have a look at both graphs. Have a look at both graphs together. Which is the month they finish the run race more quickly? And no doubt it is in July, right? Because in April you can see there are students who took 90 seconds time, 85 seconds time and all. But here by 80 seconds all the students completed, everyone completed. So July is the answer, and I hope it's clear. And yes, we need to write the explanation. Give a reason for your answer. This you can write in your own words. You can say it is clear. It is clear that all the students completed the race in 80 seconds in July month. Uh, or you can write one more thing. In July, it is not that summer. That is the reason. See, because it's actually asking why it may happen. July it is more, or maybe because of the weather they feel more comfortable. Any reason what you think you can write. Now, question 24. So Bilal wishes to travel from Eastport to Gordonton. He can choose between two routes. Route A is the direct route. You can see it's given in the graph. Route A means the dotted line, so this is route A. And route B going through Timpton. So it's like this one, route B, the dark line. So going from here, and then we are here. There is a point, and then going. So route A and route B is given. The distance for each route are shown on the diagram. If he travels on route A, he can travel at an average speed of 40 km per hour. So if it is route A, the speed is given. If he travels route B, he can travel at an average speed of 50 kilometers. So speed is given, average speed is given. Work out the difference. Difference means we need to subtract. Work out the difference in minutes between the journey times using the two routes. So we need to find out the time of route A and route B, then change them into minutes, then subtract them. So it's a 3 marks question. We have to be very careful, get this full mark. Okay? So this is from which topic? It is from average speed. We have learned how to find speed, how to find distance, how to find time. Here which equation we need? The question is find out the time. So we will do it separately. Okay? So we will find out the time if if we are choosing route A. We will find out the time if we are choosing route B. Then we will change them to minutes and then we will subtract them and we will write the answer here. I hope it is clear what are we going to do. Now, what is the equation for time? Time, okay, we know speed equal to distance by time. So if we need time, that is distance by speed. Okay, so time equal to distance by speed. Here also, time equal to distance by speed. Now we will look at about route A. Look at route A. What is the distance? It's given in the diagram. The distance is 90 kilometer if we choose route A. So distance is ready 90 divided by what is the speed? It's given the speed here. 40 is the speed. So distance by speed 90 by 40. What is that? 20 2.2. Yes, 2.25 hours. Now, we need it in minutes because it is specifically mentioned in the question. So, how hours to minutes? We have learned we have to multiply it with 60. So, when you multiply with 60, please check are you getting 135 minutes. So, route A time is ready. Do the same for route B. We know the equation time equal to distance by speed. Look at the distance. Route B means this dark line. First 48 kilometer, then 72 kilometer. Add them to get the total distance. What is 48 plus 72? 120. Now, what is the speed? That is also given here. 50. So, we will write distance by speed 120 by 50, which is 2.4 hours. Okay, now change that to minutes. We have to multiply it with 60 and we will get 144 minutes. So we have done with the time, we converted them to minutes. Are we done? No, the real question is find the difference of them, means subtract them. Okay, so we need to subtract them and write 135, sorry, bigger number minus smaller number. 144 minus 135 minutes. So we will get 9 minutes is the answer. Okay. So from the data, it is like include mixing up of many topics. It's mixing up the graph, interpreting the graph, then the average speed chapter, and then converting into minutes. Conversion is coming in this, and you should know what is the meaning of this term difference. Okay, so you can expect anything. Find out the sum of them means you need to add. Find the product of their minutes. You need to multiply. So know all these terms. Question 25. Find the first four terms of these sequences. Which sequence? The position to term rule is multiply by 2 and then add 3. Position to term rule in the sense if you want the first position, think about the number 1 and do this calculation. So 1, then multiply by 2 and then add 3. What you will get 1 multiply 2 is 2 plus 3 is 5. First number is ready. If you want the second number, do the same. 2 and then multiply by 2 and then add 3. 2 times 2 is 4 and 4 plus 3 is 7. Again, position to term rule means if you want the third number, think about number 3, multiply by 2 and add 3. 3 2s are 6, 6 plus 3 9. Same. If you want the fourth number, think about 4, multiply with 2 and then add 3. 4 twos are 8, 8 plus 3, 11. This is position to term rule. If you want the hundredth position, what you will do? 100, think about 100, then multiply 2, add 3. This is position to term rule. By knowing the position, we are finding the term. Position to term. Okay? Question B. The third term is 17. Okay. Third term is 17. The term to term rule is add 5. Term to term rule is add 5 means for the next terms we are adding 5, adding 5, adding 5. So complete this, fill in the blanks. It's given third term is 15, and how to get the next term? You need to plus 5. So 22. So how can you get this term? You can minus 5 and come backwards, right? Simple. 12. Because then only 12 plus 5 you will get 17. So coming back, you do the reverse, minus 5. So what number will come here? 7. Because then only 7 plus 5 is 12. This is simple. Now, question 26. A farmer wants to sow seed on a field with an area of 120,000 square meters. Square meters, meter square, both are same. He needs 10 grams of seeds per square meter. So per means 1. 1 square meter, 10 gram seeds. This is a clue. Now what's next line? 1 kilogram of seed cost $0.40. So 1 kg, it's kg, above it was meter, now it's kg. For 1 kg, it's cost $0.40, means 40 cents. Now, work out the cost of the seed that the farmer needs. See how much area he has actually. He has 120,000. He has this much area. So, how much seeds he needs and what it cost? It's a word problem. Okay, have a minute, pause the video. First, you think if you know how to do it, first, then you do it, then play the video and see your answer is correct or not. Okay, I will start with the clue what's given. It is given for 1 meter square, he needs 10 gram of seeds. Then for 120,000 meter square, how much gram he needs? We need to multiply the numbers. 120,000 multiply 10. Multiplying 10 is actually easy. Give an extra 0. That's it. I put the comma in the wrong place. Okay. So this much gram he needs. But the cost is given in kilograms. So this grams change to kilogram. Gram to kilogram unit conversion is divide by 1000. So 120 and 0000. This number you need to divide with 1000 to change it to kilogram. So you can simply cut the three zeros. So what remains? 1200 kg of seeds he needs for farming. Now what's the question? We need to find the cost. For that also a clue is given. 1 kg cost 40 cents. So 1200 kg cost how much? Multiply. And when you multiply, you will get $480. Use your calculator, multiply and check. Okay, you have done this kind of word problems from lower grades. This is again a mixture of so much. Mean unit conversion is given there and normal multiplication is coming here, division by 1000, multiplication with a decimal number. Lot of concepts are coming in this one, so you have to do it very carefully. Next question. The graph shows the cost of gold in dollars. Okay, we will have a study about the graph. Y-axis it's given cost of gold in dollars, and the x-axis is given mass of gold, means weight. It looks like uh, for 1 gram, what is the cost? It's stopping here. What will be this number? So I think if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, we cannot go like that to reach 50, right? We go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. So this is 45. So from the graph, I am understanding that 1 gram of gold cost $45. Okay, we will see what's the real question. Use the graph, it's a one mark question. Use the graph to find the formula for the cost in dollars C. So C equal to something with G. It can be some number plus G, it can be some number multiply G. You need to find out that from the graph. So you have to look at the graph and see, is there any connection with the C and G? Any constant relationship with C and G? Okay, we will see. We have just noticed that 1 gram of gold $45, right? Where the zero here? Now we will see what about 2 grams of cost. You please draw properly with your pencil and ruler during exam. So this is the line, right? And this is 50, so 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. So 2 gram cost $90. 90 means actually 45 multiplied 2. So if you look for 3 grams, we will go up. This is the stop. And what will be this? 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 135. So 3 gram equal to 45 into 3, that is 135. So that's how we are understanding the relationship, that C equal to gram multiply 45. If it's 1 gram, the cost will be 1 into 45, that is 45. If it's 2 gram, the cost is 2 into 45, 90. If it's 3 gram, the cost is 3 into 45, 135. So this is the relationship what they have. C equal to gram into 45. Okay, this is from the topic interpretation of graph. By looking at the graph, see, in almost all the question papers this topic is there. Interpretation of graph. Question 28. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. Okay, now transformations are of four types. It is a 3 marks question, and this is an important topic in most of the question papers. So listen to this. Transformations are of four types. The first one is rotation. A picture is rotating. If it is a rotation, you need to mention what's the angle, either 90-degree rotation or 180-degree rotation or 270-degree rotation, like that. We should mention the rotation. Another topic is enlargement. Enlargement, we have learned, if it's an enlargement, you should mention what is the scale factor and where is the center of enlargement. You should mention that. Okay, the picture enlarged with a scale factor of 2, and so point is the center of enlargement. You should mention that. Another way of transformation is translation. Translation means from one point, from one area, from one place, the picture just moved to another place. That's it. No change happened, no rotation happened. The picture did not become big or small than the original one. Just the position only changed. In that case, it is called translation. If you mention about the translation, you should say how much it moved to the right or how much it moved to the left, how much the picture moved to up or how much it moved to down. You should mention that. This we called vector. We should mention the vector. Vector in the sense, okay, the picture moved 3 positions right and do position down. You should mention that. That is called the translation. Okay. Now another one is reflection. Reflection in the sense, like we see in the mirror image, we can say simply mirror image. Okay. When we say reflection, you should specify which is the mirror line. Okay. You should mention the mirror line. That's it. So it's a detailed topic. Better I will teach this topic in the class. Okay. Yes. Are we done? Okay, we are done. So have a look at each question paper. Have a look at each questions. If you feel it's any topic difficult or you didn't understand, mention that topic when you are in the class or send a personal message. We will have more research on that topic. Or you can also search in YouTube, mention the topic. If you don't know what is rotation, check in YouTube rotation and transformation, like that. Okay. Have a detailed study. Thank you so much.